Mary and Joe show. It's exactly what it sounds like. Basically, sharing a bit of the canna lifestyle with the coffee talk. You'll hear interviews, reviews on products, a bit of my own personal life experiences, and sharing on YouTube for over 10 years now, being active on the internet with my own chronic illnesses, and many interviews in the future, along with a dose of a normalcy. We are a community around the world, and I bring you this podcast to give you a normal place to enjoy your Mary and your Joe.
Welcome, everybody. How are we all doing today? This is the Mary and Joe show. Also, Miss Chronic Chronicles' voice behind the mask, behind the music, behind the silly, behind all the things. Hello, everyone. Thank you all for being here. I see the messages. Well, thank you, Fetters. I appreciate you for being here. Big respect to you as well. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, witchy sisters. I've added you to the bio, so everybody, please check out some of her new swag we've got coming out. I can't wait. I can't wait to see all the projects we're getting going. Thank you, Fetty, for being here. Oh my goodness. Yes, we march forward. That's correct. We ebb and flow too, don't we, sir? We have to get with the times. Make the right things focused, clearly. Hold on, I'm still waking up. Can you tell? Let me get to the comments here. My own damn ones, too. Yes, absolutely. You're so correct on that. Going through pain and heartache, hardship, and still fighting. Many fold and give up. Many are weak-minded, can't take the heat. We keep marching forward. It's self-advancement. I completely agree with that. So I have my heater on. I just want to let you guys know if it's a little loud. I apologize. I don't want to freeze to death. It's cold. We're getting more snow warnings, too. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm done with this shit. It's literally hurting my fucking body. Hey, everybody. I do encourage you guys to go check out Witchy Sisters. Links in my bio of this video. I will, at the end of the live, also be linking her store, because we have merch being made for me personally. Plus, I just uploaded so many pictures to her. We're going to do a collection. I appreciate all of you being here. Hey, Sean, how you doing? Welcome, everybody. Lady Autumn, welcome. It's been a hot minute. Seafowls, hello there. Hope you're doing great. We'll talk about some stuff, and I'm going to bring the link in my Discord for my few friends that want to jump on later. I'm just gonna roll up. I didn't prep. We're doing a token talk, a real one. We're gonna smoke, though. I got so many good strands right now, but I think they're a little head high. So I'm going to read them out, though. And soon, you guys, I'll be coming on camera a little bit more often. I do have a list. Today to go on. Oh, and you got to check out. I didn't add it in. I'm sorry, Witchy Sisters. But she made this cool roach clip thing. It's a roach clip meets necklace meets representing the canna community, all you canna moms. You know what? Easter's coming. Sometimes you can fill eggs with smoke, and you might need a roach clip. So go check out some of her stuff. You can totally describe it and share it when you come on panel in a moment, my dear. I don't want to do the MAC one. Oh, let me tell you what I just put on my tray. We're going to mix it a little. I have Tangiland, which is sativa dominance, 26%. That shit is amazing. It smells like clementine. I have some MAC one, but I don't want to smoke that right now. And then, hang on a momento. I see your comments. I'll be right back. Flo Limonino. Liminin. That is the best. It's Lim. Hold on. I'll put it in the chat. Flow, which is usually makes me kind of stupid. That might be part of it. I haven't been smoking very much of it, but it's so strong. I've had to put it down. I've just smoked a lot of it in my life. But I just put it in the chat. That limonone is a great terpene for pain. And I'll tell you what, we're about to see the amazingness of it. The buds are very beautiful. I will post something on Instagram soon about that. Oh my God. The manager at the store that I got my medicine from, I'm also going to put a little bit of sour diesel. It's 27%. This flow was 21%, which that's good. I don't mind. I even like 14%. I mean, really, there's some good ones. I'm going to get back to the chat, but let me roll this up so I don't drop any bud anywhere. But yeah, the manager at the store said that she had to use her inhaler at one point for the Tangy. And the sour diesel, it was so keefy, it made her hands swell up. And then this flow, it's just pure keef. I mean, it's just gorgeous. We don't see a lot of keef here. Yes, the buds are good and all, but they're mostly sticky or just really, really terpene based. So like you're not going to have, yes, you'll get keef. Yes, you will get keef. It's not like they're shaking the buds like fucking Los Angeles. God damn it. Chinatown. I've seen it. Actually, I saw it in Santa Ana too, which is not fucking cool. But this is 2011 we're talking about. Hold on. Let me get this rolled up and then I will get to your comments. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to our astrology new year, in a sense, I'm going to say. Because since the 7th, a lot of good stuff's going on. Shout out to Brennan. She had brought up that today, actually, to me, that I forgot about, that this is the year of the rabbit, which is pretty fucking amazing because that kind of goes hand in hand with my amazing podcast I did the other day. Let me check out what you guys are saying in the chat. Load me a nice bowl. Ooh, very nice. You know what I've been thinking about? I kind of want to get a very nice steamroller again. Like a nice one, a big one, not a tiny little, just a pipe with a hole in it. You know what I mean? I want a steamroller, a big one, like I don't know, a 12-inch one. That sounds nice. A footer steamroller. And I'd like to get a nice percolator. I actually never owned a bong with a percolator, but I do dab here and there. So maybe get one with the attachments. I can do some glass. Dab. Rig it up, you know. Hold on. We're almost done. I'm not looking at the chat. I will in a moment. Get your coffee. Get your bud. Hang out with me. Oh my God, this is so like, it smells like an orange Julius. My joint is beautiful between the Tangy, the Flow Limonene, and the sour diesel. It's pretty good. We'll see. We're doing a joint. All right. And I've not been well. My stomach wise has been pretty fucked up. I will talk briefly about that in a moment. So I'm glad that I got some new genetics because frankly, my stomach wasn't happy. And so I'm not actually smoking any indicas right now, just a hybrid, the Mac 1, which I found out basically I said it in my last live, all of the genetics I currently have are from the same grower, which is just odd. It's just my nose likes the way he grows his bud. I'll say it like that. And because I am an activist and local to the shop, I was like, please pass my name on to these people. I would really like to actually interview this company. So there's a potential. There is a potential that I could be having a sit down with the grower of the bud that I'm actually smoking. Let's find out. All right, let me get to the comments. You're also very patient. Thank you. Oh, heartburn, it hurts. Okay, let's get this lit. I'm going to start back at our lovely friend. Wait, where was that? Okay, here we go. Oh, wait, did I miss a bunch? I did. Let's go back to CFALs. Thank you, everybody, for being here, by the way. And if I'm going over your comment twice, well, sorry. I'm saying hi twice, okay? You ever been to the grocery store and you see someone you know and then they just keep passing and then it gets kind of strange? But you love them. You love seeing them. That's what we're doing right now, okay? Sorry, it's slightly strange. Okay. Hey, Witchy. Let's see. And I have a few points I'm going to make, and then I'm dropping the link for my peoples. Thank you all for being here. Oh my gosh. This is a thick-ass joint. I'm not sharing a picture because I look like a hot mess, but Let's just say it is the size of a cigarette. It's so thick. And it does it with a light. Okay, let's light now. I need a torch. No, I'm kidding. It's not a cigar, but close. Oh, that's so yummy. I'm telling you, terpenes are something we in this generation live for. Oh, you do, Betty. I'm telling you, between you and your wife, this would be definitely something. Did you say your wife smokes? No judgment if she doesn't. I can't remember. But yeah, I'm telling you, necklace style rocket. He could even, she could put a few representing your states. You could some have Florida, a little Cali in there, whatever you want. Oh, please do. Let me know what you get. I need to go get some edibles. I think that might help my stomach. So let me puff on this just for a moment. Collect my mind while I check out your comments, people, and then we'll get with the game. She's so extremely talented, people. I'm not even kidding. Thank you, Witchy Sisters, for being in my little universe. I appreciate you. Oh, I lost my comments. Okay, we're going to go backwards. Kind of no. Then we won't know what we're saying. Here we go. Okay. Witchy, that would be awesome. Hey, I have some ideas I'm going to talk to you guys privately with because I have some fairy concepts that I'd like to have for my son. Like as a dream catcher, I genuinely I'll give you details privately, but as a dream catcher, I don't want a normal one. I want like a rainbow, fabulous, like fairies come and leave trinkets like stones hanging on the bottom versus flowers, protection wise. My son believes in like stones and whatnot. So, and he does believe in fairies. And I've had some bugs go in my security system that literally looked like a fairy. So he believes that the tooth fairy's here. And, there was one time we played it off just as a side note for you parents who understand. My security system is great. But, of course, bugs sometimes show up. Well, he had lost a tooth and I didn't have cash on hand and we were in between it. So I was like, well, we're going to come up with this whole story. So he wrote a note to the tooth fairy the next day. Like we intentionally waited. He wrote a note to the tooth fairy, said, I'm giving you one more day. And I helped him write it. And then uh, you're going to owe me double. That's what he said in the note. And I, as he was sleeping, took the note, tore it up into little tiny pieces like a fairy would, and I threw it all over his bed. So he's in a personal war right now with the tooth fairy. And he just lost another tooth the other day, which was fucking cute. But he's like, can I write her a hate letter, Mom? I said, let's just write a letter to her and address it to her boss and see if we can maybe get her fired because she's not a very good tooth fairy. It's been going on for a hot minute. I'll tell you what, those bugs on your security camera, they are helpful sometimes. I would love to hear your guys' little stories with your kids. What have you done? Have you powdered the floor to make it look like Santa came through the door? Any of that fun stuff? Oh my God, I'm so behind. Okay, let's fix this. I got to get back up here. I'm using two different devices and looking at the comments, so I'm sorry. So yeah, and then I had a friend in Louisiana who's kind of looks like a fairy. She's tiny, she's petite. And so I will release the video on my Instagram that she made because I know she'd love it. And I'm going to tag her in it because she has a beautiful business that is, she does the nail strip stuff. So if you guys need a rep, I got a good one for you. And anyway, she did a little fairy thing. Said, I'm sorry, I'm on vacation. She used the Snapchat filter so the background looked like it was in Hawaii. She's like, I'll sure get on that and get your money to you. It was too fucking cute. Yeah. Oh, no, no way. No. Hey, come join the party, though. You should put a gas mask on. Just hang out with you. Hey, I gotta admit, I always hated smoking on the porch with people that I was dating who just weren't into it. And I'm not a cigarette smoker, so it's kind of probably the same feeling for a lot of these people too. Where you go and you're like, I want to be around you, but man, I can't stand the smell. Or if they have a drug test, that's usually a problem. I mean, I am from Louisiana. I've lived the old days. But yeah, let's cover some of the stuff I wanted to talk about real quick, and then I'm going to bring on the link. Did I do something wrong here? Hold on. Okay, it's flashing on the StreamYard bullshit over here. I hope I don't lose you guys. We'll find out. So yeah, so I want to let you guys know I have been approved for the Fansly. Very happy about that. I set up the tiers. They're very realistic. There's a creator section, and then there's some other things. So like if you just wanted to see token talks or private token talks or hang out, there's like a set fee. It'll be totally worth it. Oh, thank you. And so I have not put any content on it yet. Actually, today was supposed to be the systemic injustice conversation about everything to homelessness and everything else. But some of the people that I wanted to be here today are not able to. That's okay. We're replanning it. And you guys will appreciate it coming in the right way versus us just force feeding shit. We don't do that here. We never will. It needs to come out authentically the way it should. And that comes with the time period. Sometimes I've had to reschedule things. My own interview, I had to reschedule it because I will touch briefly here just so you guys can understand. I'm not going to give too many details, but you guys know I have gastroparesis. And I've been having about 4 days straight now where I'm regurgitating, and it's not good. It's disturbing. It's when I'm sleeping. So I'm terrified of that, and I'm having to probably make an appointment with my doctor because even though I'm smoking, I might need to start using more edibles at night, maybe to keep my stomach at rest, but it's been really scary. So, and I don't drink. So it'd be like someone who drank too much and in the middle of the night you're throwing up. So not a fun fucking feeling. So if you guys can understand that I've had to cancel some days in the last few weeks because I've been really, really run down. But I'm doing the best I can to keep the schedule going and to keep it as authentic and true as it needs to be, because there's a lot of people who have had to take little bites of even telling their own story. And so, of course, my friend that I interviewed yesterday, that I released the podcast, Mac and Cheese, we're going to be doing a whole lot more. We talked about it this morning. So what we plan to do is just a pop-up. You're not going to actually get too many notices unless we have a specific topic to touch on, which I think is the best way to do it. Welcome, Brennan. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate you guys. So I am at a point right now where I just got to do the best that I can with what I got, energy-wise, health-wise. That always takes precedence. It's like family, health, time, money, internet connection, weather. It's pretty much the priority of how the fuck I get on here most of the time. So you can laugh, but it's a fucking truth. So I finally found my magical butter machines plug and my decarber, which means I'm going to do some cooking lives. I've actually been working in my house. I haven't told you guys, but I'm almost ready. Literally, probably 2 weeks from now, I can have a presentation of my actual kitchen and actually do cooking episodes where I'll just pop in and smoke and hang out and then show you guys how to make something, potentially. Or have a panel and we're all making edibles together. But I feel like the best way that we can go forward is to be as comfortable and unforced as possible, which my podcast has never been that. But I think last month really taught me some lessons about, as the title goes, marching forward. And if they can't keep up, why the fuck am I trying to make them? I can't do that. So if people cancel on my podcast and never reschedule, if I can't get someone to schedule, I am not a kind of person that begs for anyone's attention. And I know that the vision of my podcast is working out. So much so that last night I had Moby, the fucking god of all fucking electronica sexiness, okay? Moby, of all people, like a personal post with just my face and my friend's face blocked out, talking about how the music had touched us very briefly. I had just used his music. I didn't even really give him an ode other than shout out to Moby. And the song was titled Alice, which I had never found, accidentally found it, divine intuition, just finding what was right to make the moment make sense. I also had tagged a collective in that post, which is the Kind Castle, which for them, that's fucking great advertisement. From Moby? From Moby? Okay, their location's right off of I-70. That means that lots of people are going to see it because he's okay with sharing the post, liking the post. So then I saw it and I was like, this is your moment. You don't wait around. I mean, you just don't. So I screenshotted the post and I said something underneath and said, thank you. Because that's what it's about. It's about humbleness. I don't know if you guys are from like as far back generations as you could be, but back in the day, kids, we used to write a thank you card to someone when they were kind to us. So that's kind of what I was doing. I screenshotted his post, not for clout, not even for like mass amazement. It was more so of like, this is what the point is. Go back, look back, feel it out, touch onto those memories of the music that were medicine for you. So as Moby being somebody who's pretty powerful, and I can attest to this, that for over a year, if not more, for years now, I have tagged, posted, spoken about, and still respect Moby for who he is. So when I posted that, I also made clear in the description that I added him and found more of his music that I absolutely adore. I told him, I'm going to clip your clips from the podcast and we will be talking about you more. Thank you just for being in my life. And he liked that post too. So for me, that's a moment in my reality where I'm like, everything is going to make sense. It doesn't have to make sense to you guys. It will make sense because the point is to bring the people that I tag in those posts to who they loved too. So Nadia Lockhart's one of them that I'm pretty sure that I had tagged her in the comments. That means that Moby's now also seen, and all of his followers, because it's on his tagged parts, all of everybody it's bringing that community together. Like I'm going as far back as I can to just dive into my soul and feel like it's not about just my life, it's about connecting our dots. Like if you guys don't know the concept of 6 degrees of separation, you really should. It's just a whole nother world we live in that we don't realize that we live in. And a lot of the time, there's a reason. So, like, planting a seed was the concept of my podcast with my guest yesterday. And it will continue to be also a concept and a conversation piece about the cheese thing, because that's a metaphor in its own. I'm just curious. Everybody in the chat right now, put what cheese you identify with. I need to hear these answers, and I won't tease you, okay? You can be whatever cheese you want to be. Me, I'm a white, sharp cheddar. I'm aged as shit. And it's a bite, I'll tell you. But if you melt that shit on some good stuff, makes life even better. That's what it's about, intermingling with the right energies. So that's why the title is March on Forward. That's why I'm focusing. I also want to make it really clear to people, if you can't get a hold of me during the weekends, or like if it hasn't been a planned conversation, then I'm probably spending time with my kid, because I've made it a real priority to give him time on the weekends. So basically Friday evenings all the way till Monday night is usually me time with my kid. And I feel like that's the healthiest way it should be. My son has Mondays off. And so for me as a mother, we do things. We spend time with each other. It's not time I can get back. And I think as a parent and as a person on the interwebs as I am, we have to mirror the stuff we feel really strong about. And then we do not fuck around with the shit that isn't part of our reality or shouldn't be. So it's okay to make a mistake, just like our kids. It's okay to make a mistake, but to learn from it is exactly what we need to mirror. So again, I look forward to seeing where this next few weeks goes. I think it's the bigger picture for the whole year is what I'm kind of alluding to. As of yesterday, we changed in our astrology. I'm sure Brennan can touch on that if and when she comes on the podcast, but I'm going to drop the link for my fabulous people in Discord. Let me send this over to you guys. I thank you guys for just taking a moment with me. I had to say what I had to say because, frankly, right now, I have to focus on what takes precedence. Sometimes I don't feel good. Sometimes I feel fabulous. But coming forward, it needs to be more what energy needs to go where. So April, I'm starting to book, and I believe basically between April and I think August are going to be really intense months, and it's all good. It's all good energy. But let me see what I missed here. Hold on, everybody. Let's see here. Let's see. Hang on a second, everybody. All right. My stomach is so angry right now. There's no way else to describe it. Anger. So, let me light this back up. I have cold coffee. It's so cold that my coffee keeps going cold. Does anybody understand the hell? If you live in a cold place, raise your hand. It's fucking what it is. Hey, Witchy Sisters, I dropped the link in our little Discord chit chat. And if you're listening, Brennan, and the rest of the crew, please join me. Let's have a little toka talk. Even if you're just, I like lamp. So, thank you so much. Mild cheddar. What do you like to make with your queso fresco? I don't know how to cook with that. I've tried to like grill it and it didn't come out the way it was supposed to. But I've also played with like I made last night. It was amazing. I made a stuffed artichoke loaf, which sounds kind of weird, but let me just explain. Hello, darling. How are you? Can you hear
What to
me?
do?
Oh, my Jeezums. Hold on. Let me look up all the cheeses.
What's up? What's up?
Wait. What happened? Hold on. I'm trying. Oh, my God. Hold on. I don't know what I'm doing. It's clicking all over. Okay. Can you see? Oh, we're all in the sky. I love it. Fabulous.
What's
So
going
what's your
on?
cheese? I need to know your cheese. What's your type of cheese? What would you be if you were a cheese?
Me?
Uh-huh. It's a
Depends on what
question.
kind of mood I'm in.
No, what are you the cheese today of?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, Velveeta doesn't count, so
Oh,
sharp
but that's yummy
cheddar.
too. That's always guilty. I
That's
feel guilty.
bullshit. Velveeta absolutely counts.
What'd you say?
I'm saying it. Yes, I agree.
That's
It's like a
Uh,
block of nacho cheese. It's just waiting to be something.
I had probably cheddar, sharp cheddar.
What color? You like the white? I'm still into
Mm,
English, aged like
not
8
that.
years.
Yeah. Probably like a good, not super, not white, but like not orange, like artificially looking, like kind of that in between beige and tan,
like
like a
cheese color.
cheesecake. Yeah.
See, okay, I need to hear yours. What's your C files? This is serious. This is very
Clearly
serious.
cheese strain marijuana.
Oh no, but that's really. See, I've only smoked it like twice in my whole life. Can you even really get your hands on it around there?
Cheese? Yeah, it's all over.
Really?
And we have what's it called? Mac and cheese. I'm pretty sure
Oh,
it's
bitch. Don't
yeah,
say
yeah,
that.
you
Now
know.
I just need to like find the seeds.
Ah,
That sounds
sorry,
lovely.
just hopped in. Didn't really know topic at hand, so I guess we're discussing cheese,
Hey, I
correct?
brought up cheese because it's a vibe.
No. I just kind of hopped in and didn't know really
Well,
what
and
we're
I was trying to make clear to people, like we talked this morning, our little
sure
pre-game.
did. Yep.
I don't feel bad how I feel about it. I am
No,
way too, I have health problems, people. I'm doing the best I can to keep myself cool, much less make it public.
that's right.
So I mean, I'm not
All
going to
the
say
right
that I need to
people
worry
know the
yet,
right
but we're just
things.
being careful about my extended amount of energy.
Yeah. All the people know the right things, right? All the right people know the right things.
Yes,
There you
local,
go.
yeah.
That's all that needs to be said publicly.
Right. And I do think, though, but it has to be said publicly, that I am a mother and I'm an active mom. So, like, on the weekends, I give up this. I turn the phone off.
Yeah.
Sometimes you guys text me and I don't even fucking open it
Airplane mode.
until like
I know your
today or
style.
yesterday or whatever. It's rough.
You and I are closer than most and shit. Sometimes you'll go 4 days. I don't take offense to
Straight
it. I
up.
know we'll get back
Have
to
I
it.
not verbally said to some listeners and you
Hmm.
that if you don't hear from me, don't call the cops.
No,
Don't ever do that.
no. It's on
Because that
airplane
would happen
mode.
a lot if people
Chilling with,
thought something.
you got your
It's
own
not
life.
depression. I'm having real, actual GI problems that are terrifying, are next level. So
Right.
that's, and I've got medicine. I got medicine galore. But that affecting me to the level it is now makes me know, as a person who knows my body, that something's not right. So,
Everything goes
you
to the gut.
adjust. Oh, it's bad.
And so feelings, emotions. So
Yep. Yep.
don't add to the stress,
And I
you
have
know?
PTSD that I don't even validate every day. And
Correct.
that's a heartache in its own. Yet when it affects
Certain
your body, it's in the weather.
Yep.
Not to sound like an old lady, but man, the weather
Dude.
has, I don't know. Do you have pain, C-Fouls, ever with the like bullshit? The pressure changing and shit?
Oh yeah, dude. Every time it rains, my knee fucking cracks and hurts. My friend is
Is it,
literally a
yeah,
weatherman because he has that rod in his
right.
femur, and we'll ask him like, "Yo, how's your leg feeling? Is it gonna rain today?" And if his leg
Ah,
hurts, 100% chance
Jesus.
it rains that day
that
every time.
that's how Lily is too, though, 'cause she has sensory issues. She always tells us when
Mhm.
it's gonna rain.
My neck hurts and I'll get headaches.
Oh yeah,
That's how I know, guys. You know how you see me wave out and I'm like, oh,
yeah.
I need to sleep today. Then it's a fucking blizzard the next day.
Well,
The
here's
pressure hits
a
so bad it
public
knocks me out.
service announcement, I guess, and I'll be classy. Just
Right.
because somebody doesn't get back to you doesn't mean
Well,
that they owe you an explanation. It's
right.
not an emergency or
Yep.
something. You're a smart lady. You have your own business,
Oh my gosh.
multi
I mean,
platforms. All the right people know the right things.
facts.
And I'll
So
say it took me a while to figure this out, but sometimes it's nice to just get the fuck off the internet for a little while and do
Yep.
you and like reset your mind.
Well, I'm about to do that this summer, guys. I'm going to do it a few times because I'm planning to go camping with my child for a few days at a time, and I can't fucking wait.
I am very happy for you.
I'm trying to figure out how to get a solar panel, though, on my fucking car
You can
to
make
have
that
like
work.
movies in the forest. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah,
But
definitely having a environment switch up here very soon. I don't think I'm going
yes,
anywhere though.
well, I feel like even just it's kind of like the seasons changing. I'm not here on camera, but people, I will be. And we're starting to get okay with being okay with being
I've said
okay.
all
Isn't
these
that
things. That's
weird?
why I'm laughing. That's hilarious
So
because
true
I've
though.
said it.
I think the one thing I fucking said on the podcast yesterday that is off subject but subject is so facts, okay? I said that marriage is like a cold. Sometimes you get over it. And
Yeah.
that's the real thing of like sometimes you have to self-care to realize what's important.
Uh-huh.
And like I'm in a place right now where I have no emotional dependency for others, which is really fucking great. I've always never struggled with that, but it sets in like a cold sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
I
So
do.
I'm glad that I've come full circle and it's almost like you got over the flu and your eyes are open and you're like, no, it's okay to be doing
Polar
whatever's
opposite.
important for that.
That's what the pole's for, to have a polar opposite. But there's also the thing where, how I speak,
Right.
people can't make you do or make you think or make you act or make you feel what you feel.
Right.
So I've never had that emotional dependency. I have needs and wants, and I know what I want. Uh, Others just decide to tell me what they think I need and want, and that doesn't work that way.
Right.
So,
Please let the listeners know what you were explaining about the astrology, because I am too not awake yet. But it's very
which
fucking
part would you
important.
like me to break down?
Well, just break down the now and the going into.
Okay. Well, for all of you
Hi,
out
base
there
girl.
that have your Saturn in Pisces, that started yesterday. And Saturn return is a pretty important aspect of your life. Uh, the moon also ascended or is ascending after a retrograde from Gemini into, I believe it's Cancer or Taurus. I don't want to misspeak. But this whole shift is one of the biggest ones that has happened, I want to say, in 6 years. So everything,
Yep.
let's compare it to our mountain analogy that we've been on for a while.
Right.
Saturn return. What happened to you, Rachel?
I went through a relationship realizations. I was broke as shit. I lost everything. An animal died too.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that I thought I needed for a crutch was gone.
Correct.
Fact.
Right.
It removed things that I thought I needed.
Yes. Gave you
It
the
totally balanced
realization.
me out, and it was like, I used to say it was like the rose-colored glasses, like they were removed. I really referred to it at the beginning like that.
Yes.
And I was like really aware my gut was real, and then I got into astrology hard. I like was dabbling on what is an empath to then dabbling into full on astrology, and now at the end of my Saturn return, I'm dabbling in full on like energy work and manifestation. It's very interesting.
We have the same Saturn, so makes plenty of sense.
Scorpio, Saturn in
Scorpio, correct.
Scorpio, lovely war.
Yes.
War with thyself.
So
Fucking
for
A.
everybody that is into astrology or not into astrology, the stars, the moon, and everything have always been there. You can use it as a guide, as a tool, or you can really look deep into it and find yourself. And that's what I live by. It You can, just because you're a Gemini, a Scorpio, an Aquarius, a Cancer, a Taurus, whatever it is, that doesn't define you.
It's not a astrology curse, trust
No,
me.
it's not,
Not a
because
sentence either,
then
like
you
a jail
have
sentence. No.
your ascending, your moon, your Jupiter, your everything. It's all in different houses, planets, everything. Just no two
It teaches a
signs are the same.
foundation.
Correct. So just because you have a Gemini or you're an Aries and you don't get along with someone or whatever, that doesn't mean that it applies to every Gemini, every Aries. You have to look deep into your chart to exactly to find your balance.
It's turning
kind
on
of like
switches. It's like you're
homework,
the
right?
airplane, and then it's turning all these fucking switches
It's a
on, and then you
cockpit to
are.
success.
Sometimes you're autopiloting, and sometimes you're going the fuck. Have you ever heard about the planes that fly upside down and then die because they run out of gas? I just heard about that. I was like, damn, that's not good. Where they get discombobulated. That can
or
be
you have
very
like
similar to these astrology transitions.
a half robot car and you have to get a bobby pin out of your hair to like make something happen. That happens too.
I had a guy
You wouldn't know anything about
take
that.
Nope.
a fucking belt from his actual, pants.
Yeah,
and strap it up to make that belt work. To get all the
Yeah,
way from Northern
I've
California to Southern, and I
put
was
new
with him. I
notches
thought we
in
were gonna
there,
die.
but
He's an
there's
actor.
a lot going on. It's heavy. There's a lot of people finding themselves, losing themselves, finding meaning, finding
You should
loss,
embrace the
and
chaos right now, because
right,
it's
just
exactly
organize
where you're
it.
supposed to be.
There's no reason. I live in chaos. Chaos theory is a theory I can speak well.
Oh,
If
do,
you can
because
have
I
it
don't really, I've
organized,
only learned it a couple of years ago. That I don't live in that land.
it's wonderful. Well, you can have it organized. If you know where it's at, that's all that matters.
I
Just because
kind
it
of
doesn't make
celebrate
sense
my
to
chaos.
somebody
It's very
else.
beautiful.
Yeah,
The
straight up.
art it creates, the
Mm-hmm.
people I meet, which that's hard as an intuitive person in a chaos situation in your own. Okay, so this is something I have to say. We cannot force each other in our astrology to either make each other become what we expect from them. They have to
Fact.
be on their own path. Energetically, they might have came into your life for a
Yes.
long or short term to teach you a lesson because your planets needed that person. That's the way I look at it, energetically, for
Mm-hmm.
you to thrive. It's, I've said it a million times, don't be offended, people, but I believe strongly like astrology is like the weatherman or the Bible-ish, because
Mm,
the Bible has a lot of ideas. You don't need to take it, but you can learn from it. So it's a concept, a theory.
absolutely.
And like, so in this right now, like, what did you say? It's so it's a water sign. Is it going into, why am I thinking this? Is it going to Aquarius? I think Matt
No, it's
said something.
Pisces. Pisces
Okay,
and
but
Saturn. It went from, gosh, what was it? I want to say it went from Scorpio to Pisces, which is a huge shift in itself. But
progressive. They're
uh,
both water signs. That makes sense. And then it's a
right.
Virgo moon. Is that
Yes.
right? Somebody said
Yep.
that?
Virgo moon.
Oh, lovely. Analytical.
And Mercury is in Taurus, I believe. I think that's the only thing keeping anything.
Well, that makes us fierce right now.
Right.
Everybody's
It's
saying in the chat they feel like something happened, a shift. Yes, it
something
did.
happened.
Let's go back to what you were saying. I don't mean to have interrupted you,
That's
but
fine.
the whole mountain theory is
Mm-hmm.
real. Uh-oh. Damn you. Hold on, my computer's being a dick.
Dick.
I installed Narton and I regret it. All right.
They called me too. I was
Oh
like,
my
no, I
God.
don't
I
want
don't
to talk
know.
to
I
anybody
accidentally
but
clicked the button.
Edward Norton. That's
No,
it.
no, no. Norton, stupid, doesn't do shit but pop up on your screen thing. Okay.
Yeah, bug
Uh,
the fuck out of you all day.
You know
yeah,
about it? It's not a cool
the
thing.
mountain.
Yeah. Okay, we're back on the
Seafalls knows
mountain.
about the
So,
mountain.
all of our mountains are different. All of them have different reasons for being there. We're all on a path if we've met each other. You can't
Mm-hmm.
deny that, people.
Nope.
And we're all different creatures, right? So you could take it as far as there or bring the energy with it. Like a backpack. Okay, what's on my back? What astrology signs make me who I am? I get up this fucking mountain. What are the
That's right.
things that I'm going to struggle? Maybe my water bottle is really big and trendy and has rhinestones and I fucking slipped and I died because of the
Yes.
water bottle that was fucking about clout, because it was a Starbucks with like gems on her tits. Who knows? Okay.
Don't you say it.
I said it. All right.
And so
So
shit.
I'm just saying,
No,
isn't that the
there's
sign?
you
What's the
can
sign of? It's a Virgo
you
sign, is it not?
what's that?
The fucking squirt, the logo from Starbucks.
Uh,
I'm pretty
I
sure it
think it's
is.
I think it's
It's not
Aquarius.
Gemini. There's no twins.
No way. No,
There's a
it's
tail
Aquarius, I
though.
think.
There is a tail. Anyway, the whole point is
Yes.
these
The
energies help
mountains
you
or
go up the
hill.
mountain, help you make your decisions. It could be a bridge. It could be, I don't know why I feel like it is Capricorn-ish with the all the strong can make it up on the highest. But
Well, I mean, you just have to find your balance. That's what I'm saying. And sometimes when you're on the mountain, you meet a really cool person that makes it even
well said,
easier
lady.
and better to climb it. And then you meet another person, another person, another person. So then it becomes a team effort.
I'm gonna
Or
fucking get that on a shirt. You know that, lady. This is beautiful. Read this. That's
I
so
know some
beautiful.
people
I
who can
need
help
that
you
all
out with
over
that.
my furniture
would you?
as like a message.
I
Beautiful.
I've found my I can say this out loud. I have found my guides per se and my
Hmm.
friends and my Rachel being one of them has been
Thank you.
on this journey the
Ditto.
whole time. But I have found my climbing partner. And that, if you find that,
Yep.
it's rare. But don't let it go.
Some
Because if
people
they
like to
fall, you
push you
fall.
off a mountain.
Exactly.
Other people like to hold your hand and say, "You're not going to fall. I'm not
Yep.
going to let you." And a lot of us don't know where the fuck we're supposed to go, but we know we're going to get down. Did our ancestors know how to get there? They knew forward. They also knew backwards.
I
We
also looked at
forget
the
that as like
stars.
the people we are today. And they used to use astrology
Yep.
literally to get to the place they were trying to
Absolutely.
go.
Yep.
It was a map, bitches.
Absolutely. Still is. It might be. I get better views from where I'm at. The stars are super clear here, but I mean, just because you can't
Culturally,
see.
astrology has been trended out to the point people believe it only goes hand in hand. If you go and look on YouTube and you look up astrology things, most of the time it's hand in hand with cards, which isn't what would you say? That's like
I
an
feel like it's
analogy, but it
very.
isn't the
I feel
actual reading. It's like the
no.
weather
You're.
report with a
It's
chatter
so
after.
generic, and it can be applied to whatever. It's like a fortune cookie.
Right.
It's a fortune cookie propaganda method of
I mean,
astrology.
it's entertainment when I watch tarot for someone else. I'll say that
Right.
100%. If it's
You
a
have
pickup
to
pile,
know.
I'm going to say that's not going to bring me. The reason okay, we have to talk about this for a second just because it's here. And I'm sure that Mac will come and speak about it in detail in a future podcast. But okay, so have you ever had cards, Brennan?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I only got my cards that I actually like because the other ones I got the old ones and they freaked me the fuck out. I don't know. I
They
didn't
probably
feel
had bad
good.
energy. You
So
didn't know where they came from.
and I got all kinds of cleansing methods and I was like, no.
It doesn't
So I
matter.
get this other one and I'm like, wow. Well, I had like a girlfriend you would bitch at conversation with these cards. I was like, oh really? You're gonna say that? Da 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 da. It scared me a little. And I got halfway down with the deck and I was like, all right, okay, I understand.
Why can I just picture you in your room
I
smoking a
was!
joint, just fucking yelling at tarot cards?
I was! I was freaked out. Okay. And my mother was big into astrology. I mean, and tarot, but her
Mm-hmm.
tarot, she was an anti-demon or so the
Mm-hmm.
Christianness took that part away. She was like, you can never take away that astrology is real because that's how the wise men got there. She told me that her whole life. That's something I speak. And everybody shuts the fuck up when we say that. It's just
Right.
so funny. If anything, the energy is similar to when Jesus was born. If we're going to talk about what that Pisces energy was, because apparently he was supposed to be a Pisces, which makes the fish thing make more sense.
Yeah. It's. I.
So think about mountains. Think about the rivers of like, oh my God, that fast moving force energy we've all kind of felt for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Why would we need to climb a mountain? Just think about that. Maybe
I
because
could
there's like,
apply it to too many areas right
right.
now to think about.
Please do share your own inner and see fellas,
Why?
you can touch on it if you think it's a good analogy. You're more than welcome, even though you don't believe in astrology. Well, you do,
Yes, he
right? Or
does.
what?
It's more of
Yeah.
a learning process, I think. I'm not going to speak for him, but I think it's just more of
It'll come
learning.
to you if you need it. I'll tell you that. If
Yeah.
you need it, it's there. If you don't take it, it was bread on the table. Everybody I have, like, the podcast I had with Mac was probably the most testament to the reality of you guys can take it or leave it if you believe what I'm telling you guys. I know shit about shit when it comes to tarot cards. The reason that I knew what that conversation was it had a little thing at the bottom that was very detailed. And you would flip it over and it would tell you the other. And I was like, oh, really now, bitch? Like, it was funny. It was funny. Because I had never understood the shit. And I was like, I can't with this
Yeah,
shit.
it's got to have the
It was
right
too much.
person that can explain the reverse and everything. But
Oh, when
mountain,
I took a picture, that's what I do now. I take pictures and I'm like, others tell me because I have no fucking idea.
yeah,
But anyway,
I think I deciphered the other day.
right. Yeah, that was my friend's cards because she does. I can't with the other stuff. I don't want a book. I just want to fucking know. Anyway, with astrology, what we're going through, it's been okay. What I know as far back as I'll just put this out here 2012 is when my Saturn return basically took full force. It was mind blowing. Like one day your day is good, the next it's fucking crazy. And you just don't even know. You're trying to like digest the last day. And it's not like a self thing, it's an energy thing. There's no other explanation to it. That's where the concept I've said in the past, where in your 30s, when you go through a Saturn return, which a lot of people are being provoked right now, like you said, right? CFALs, yours is starting. When did it actually start? Date wise. Uh-oh. I
Uh,
lost. We have doubles. Are you here, Brennan? Oh, no. Yeah, maybe. Hold on.
I was saying
uh,
that
she's back.
Okay.
no, go ahead.
My chaos or
Well,
You can be blunt.
well, no, the astrology chaos. How's that?
Where are we starting?
On his Saturn
yeah,
return.
right.
Is it just starting?
Fucking bird.
Where do you want me to start? I can start wherever. I fell off and literally
Oh, I'm
fell
sorry.
off the
Did you
mountain for a
lose
second.
me?
I got
Did you
kicked out.
see? I told you this shit's terrible.
Well, I
Wait,
can pick up
wait.
wherever.
Please do. Just bring it on in.
So the mountain for me right now is lots of different things. I'm climbing up to get away from something. I'm standing on it waiting for somebody. There's that little cave, the little safe spot on the mountain where you can like go in the den and like chill for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's very relevant in my life at the moment. Uh, like I said, I found the person that can climb with me, climb together, not force anything, and just kind of lack where I'm lacking, they can pick up, or where I'm
Right.
lacking, vice versa. Um, and there's like no record, there's no time limit to climbing a mountain. You can go as fast or slow as you can. There's not really a pace. It's whatever pace you get there, or whatever. But if we're talking about trying to get there to the top with things that are following, which was my vision a while back, um, I feel as if though now, like I think I told you earlier, there was like 7, pretty strong 7, but people are stepping on my fucking shoulders, like trying to prevent to keep climbing.
Right.
And having the signs that are saying go this way, but I know to go this way, but they keep saying no, 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 this is your plan, you need to go this way. It's like, no, I need to go this way. So there's lots of distractions.
Well said.
But I know the way now. I knew the way. I knew what tools to take. I knew the ones I wanted with me. I saw, literally vision, uh, people and or creatures, things below, beside, one above. But
Mm-hmm.
now it's more or like manifestation, just like you were saying earlier. So I like that you touched on that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but things fall out of the sky, you know?
People are
Sometimes
afraid
it's
of
cloudy.
change. That's what I've
Absolutely.
noticed.
But change is inevitable. Growth is
It means
optional.
growth is happening, even if it's not the one you want.
Right.
Like I said, I only touched really on the Saturn return because it does mirror a lot of what, like, I guess the definition of chaos is, but it will pull you. It's a ride. It becomes a whole, and if you're already used to that kind of chaos, you almost even, it'll make sense later. It never
Mm-hmm.
makes sense. It looks, in the eyes of someone who is not aware of astrology, it looks like a dark night of a soul. That's usually
Mm-hmm.
what it mirrors, and that can be fucking scary. It's terrifying.
Right.
You know things, you feel things, it all happens.
And just embrace the fuck
Powerful.
or the suck or whatever. And hopefully it's
But this new energy that exists for this time period in our astrology, what would you think? When do you think it's going to change? Have you researched fully when it's going to shift? Because I haven't. I know that they said February of 2026, which means yay, a 3-year cycle.
yeah, there's a lot. Well, the moon and the sun and the planets change, pretty much monthly, sometimes bi-monthly, sometimes quarterly.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that I think that now is your time to get everybody and everything and everyone that you want with you.
Right.
So you can ride the hard wave for a little bit.
And the distraction thing is real. It's almost like wearing
It is.
goggles on the mountain, because
And
like,
it's
what
a
are those
lot
called? Are those goggles? Help me out here. What are the ones you'd wear? I guess not. I guess you would. You'd have
goggles,
to put,
scuba diving,
no, because of the snow. I guess that
safety
would be.
goggles.
Yeah,
Uh,
like snowboarding goggles or something. You kind of have to
uh,
wear that, where
it's just,
nothing could get at you.
yeah,
They're
there's
not rosy,
protection,
or maybe they
visor
are.
goggles. I don't know. I've seen like 50 different types of goggles daily. I'm not wanting to, but
They have all kinds of snowboarding. You can literally get rose-colored snowboarding
What?
yeah,
goggles.
yeah, yeah. They're
What?
prescription
Well,
ones
then
and
that's it.
everything for people that
That's the
can't
fuck
see
it.
and shit.
And yeah, that's it. And it's really white.
But
Get up.
you are in control of your own. Like, if you have something you don't know, go directly to the store and ask the owner.
Right.
Don't ask associates and/or, people that, like, sometimes I go to a store and somebody's wearing a certain color shirt and I think they work there and they don't. And they're just wearing the shirt.
Oh, what a good fucking analogy. I'm the bitch that always thinks they do, and I say a bunch of shit, and then they're like, I don't work here. And I'm like, I am so sorry.
If you got questions about the 7-Eleven, why are you asking the crackhead outside?
Right. That's what I'm straight up. Like, don't, like, I have always had that policy, and sometimes it's overused. Like, my door is always open. If you have a question, come ask. Just come
Right.
ask me. Don't ask or assume or think for me, because everybody that knows me, legit knows me, knows I don't operate that way. I never blame others for things that happen to me. I don't try to think for others. I don't try to push things on others. I just speak what, I think is my my whatever it is at the time. I speak facts on the things I do know, but I'm also here for many other reasons.
Right.
So
And
the
you've learned
distractions are
along the
real.
way on the mountain
Oh yes.
with the billy goats that had
Oh, I
COVID.
just kicked a motherfucker off of there so hard, but it's like keeps like coming down like a meatball, like cloudy with a chance of meatballs. It's like, what the fuck is happening?
It's
It's like finding
fucking
a couch
raining
cushion in the oven,
hogs. Boars. It's
Some
raining
people
boars on the
sleepwalk.
mountain, bitch.
Yep.
Remember, the pigs are flying, but it's
Yes.
raining them.
Yes. That's definitely
Fucking little tiny chickens everywhere.
they're everywhere. And
Yeah.
they're in our everyday lives, whether you want to see it or not. Just, don't let other people affect you in the way
Right.
that you wouldn't want to be treated.
When you say the one thing we've all learned as adults is that you don't need permission anymore for others.
Mm-mm.
That's the thing. I don't know. How did anybody in the room or in the chat go and call your grandma if something happened? I mean, I was one of them for a while, and then I
No,
stopped telling grandma
I
everything.
can do it all by
Grandma was like,
myself.
"What's going on, man?" I was like, "I'm not telling you." And then I was
Yep.
like, "I'm high." She's like, "What?"
I
I'm like,
smoked
"You're
too much
right.
weed and I'm
I'm
fucking
high."
freaking out, man.
Yep.
That's what happened. Grandma's like, "Did you listen to Pink Floyd?" And I'm like, "You're playing?" She's like, "No, really, go listen to it." I was like, "I love you, Grandma." That was her response.
Better than getting high and then asking
Yes,
somebody to
yeah.
punch you,
Right.
It's better than doing that.
Oh, bad things. Yes. Yes, let's not. Yep. Or drinking live. No
Drinking
drinking.
live or drink and drive for real.
Oh, yes. But do subscribe to Fansling.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh, man. I love it, though. It's going to be great. I actually am pretty excited about it. I can take time to clip things and put exclusive there and on other platforms like little tiny pieces. If you guys haven't seen Instagram, I'm starting to tag some of the people I've either worked with in the past, like Seafowls here or Brennan, other people on the networking side who I'm going to be working with. So it's really actually worth your time to go subscribe to all the Instagrams, as I put different shit. and different
Yeah, your
music.
Instagram is popping off right
Thanks,
now. Every day, I'm
man.
like, damn, Miss Chronic,
Yep.
fucking
I'm so
Instagram
happy,
slayer over here.
Moby, dude, Moby. Just sit with me on that for my
Well,
whole life. I'm okay now.
I'm sitting. I've been sitting.
Moby, man. You can if anything happens to me, he has to come to my funeral. Let him know, like
I
straight up.
already,
That's where I'm at now.
I got the
He knows
list.
my face. I so respect it,
Yep, I got the list.
dude.
I will not check it twice.
Seriously. Oh my God! Hatter House is in the motherfucking house,
What?
bitches.
What day is this?
This is the 8th. It's an infinity
No,
day.
no, no, no. For
Somewhere begin.
Hatter, I
What
always
day is
look at
it?
the
I don't know.
progress.
Let me know,
The
girl. Let
progress.
us know.
They
She's doing amazing. I'm
60.
so proud of her in every fucking way.
Ooh, I want to say 70 or
Plus, she's
69.
the reason I even got to be into influencing things. That's a real talk. Like,
I
she
know.
is
You
such
told me
an
that a long time ago.
inspiration. She taught me the ways, and I'm going to be doing classes on my Fansly to teach you guys the ways. If you want to come on, come
She's
to a
awesome.
live.
I follow her and at least like something every day.
She taught me the value of making other brands aware you are looking at other brands.
Absolutely.
She taught me that. She's been doing this since 2013. 100%. Taco Bell, watch the fuck out. Forever.
Hey, now that you got the app, it's dangerous.
Woohoo! She already knows. And if you want to see someone, also, okay, I need your ass on the podcast because of all of the awesome only spuns, or wait, only yams.
Yeah.
Yams days. We need to have those conversations because this has to do with Mary Kennedy Blunt. Please let me have you on the fucking blunt, blunt, blunt. Say it in the chat, girl.
Yes.
Because she's also an inspiration. Thank you. I love you. Only yams. Hashtag only yams. You guys don't understand. We're dealing with YouTube and ignorance is bliss. I love yams.
I'm 5 days ahead. Remember, I'm the crazy person on the corner.
Hey, I just think that only yams is a thing and it should be spoken about. And she's the most hashtagable friend I know. She needs to come on the fucking podcast. It's just a fact.
Yep.
So.
All in good time.
And guys, you for sure, Seafowls, for sure, are coming on the podcast on the 22nd.
Yeah, the Seed podcast. Woo! Of course, I'll be there.
All right, you got to bring your bombness, bring your brain, and get ready because I got so.
I haven't gotten to nerd out about like
it could be 3 hours
breeding and strains and fucking all of that. I'm so excited.
I got books with pressed leaves and information about percentages.
You get to nerd out.
I can ruin percentages for everybody right now.
About it.
Yeah, I'm
not even playing. And I saved the bottles that I got the seed in, and I put the little plastic thingy, the jewelry zippy. I don't know, a grammar back in the day.
Oh man, those buttons. Yep.
A little gram shoved in a bag. Anyway, those were the days.
Best handshake deals.
Yeah, but anyway, those have now my seeds, and I have them in the little bottles. So I have location. I have basically everything I can look far back because that's basically what we need, right? To do
genealogy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Am I right or wrong?
Definitely save the.
I have everything.
Genetics. Everything's getting.
I even press the leaves I grow between sucker to actual fucking harvest buds so that I can go back. And if it was like that and we needed to prove
how many Post-it notes were involved.
And I'm actually a little OCD and I want to go back to my receipts. So I am going to have a photo album pressed for my grandchildren. They can look at the whole receipts Grandma always ever bought. I literally have everything from the first day I ever bought in Venice. Straight up.
Oh, yeah.
And I did that because I wanted to show the taxes, the strands.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I know how things taste, guys, is I'm a psycho.
You're not psycho. Psychos didn't
I
admit
know
they're
shit.
psycho.
I actually get offended when I literally am like the I guess the person who, what's that movie? It's fucking with the
Building
guy.
bunk beds. I don't know. Jelly
No.
donuts.
Like
I don't
he's
know.
the OC guy with the OCD guy that was in the house. It's the guy from The Shining. What's his fucking name? Jesus Christ.
Jack Nicholson.
Yes, Jack Nicholson. He's on this movie. He's
When
like taking the soap apart.
something to think about, or
Something.
One
Oh my
flew over
God.
the
Anyway,
cuckoo's
I'm like
nest.
that with my bag of cannabis. I remove the receipt very carefully. If it gets ripped, I'm pissed.
something's got to give.
I am so a psychopath. In the stickers on the bottle, when I put it on the bag, if it rips, I get sad. I even take a picture.
I can feel your heart breaking.
You have
Well,
no idea. I care a lot about genetics. I was told
care a lot
that they can live up to 10 years if you are growing a mother plant, and I've taken that seriously, okay? Then the seeds, where you keep them, I'm fucking take it serious, because heat, light is it destroys it. It makes it like pop and it done.
Yep.
So I'm very
Cool,
weird
dark
about it.
place.
Oh my God, I probably have, literally, not kidding, not even a little. Like I said, probably 2,000 different genetics, probably, but more so if we're going to have like labels, and because there's a lot that were bag seeds people gave me because they're like, I'm not going to use this, it's a seed life. And but the ones I have, probably like 800 different types of genetics. So we could do series, sir. Because I have a lot.
We definitely could, because we're not getting through 800 in one episode.
Well, also, I'm given a lot of seeds by bud tenders who had to throw that out because they couldn't sell it, but they buy it out for pennies. Literally, it's on the receipt. They gave me the receipt.
Well, speaking of receipts, I have a date.
Ooh.
So I have to hop off.
Oh my
go
goodness.
Get my stuff, and
well, then I will talk
I had
to
to hop off the mountain.
Come back on, my dear.
Oh,
I
will be around.
Bull with two heads. There you go.
Yeah.
What is that? There's a type of fucking Hindu animal that's like that.
I don't know. I'm just gonna go build a bunk bed.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
So much more room for activity.
Bye, y'all.
Right? Yeah. Well, Seafowls, when I start doing these character strand things after we do this, that will be even more exciting. Because
I'm super down.
I can do like man, we're gonna collab on some shit. Because it's okay. So I gotta ask just ahead of time, how long have you been growing and knowledge of like seeds and genetics?
Growing, call it 20 years. I started helping my grandpa when I was a little kid and stuff, and then learning about genetics and how all that works. Call it 13 to 15 years, somewhere in there.
Oh, hell yes.
Is
it, do you feel the passion like I do about it, or is it just something you've just gotten really good at?
Oh, no, I love it. It's a lot like breeding dogs, too. Yes. Like, I feel the same way about breeding plants as I did breeding pit bulls. Like, you want to find the best male and the best female you got, and like make the best genetics out of it. It's like I go all in. I fucking love it. It can change
history, and it can help people. It can keep people alive. I believe that. Some genetics just are hemp because people have not thought about what components are. The fact they know so much now. Like, when did you start getting into like I guess it'd be phenotypes? Is that wrong? What's the word when you...
No.
Oh God, phenogenetics. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, phenotypes and all of that.
Sorry. Like, what's the fucking word?
Guess kind of always, because I'm sure you know, but for people out there who maybe don't, you breed and it drops a fucking million seeds, and then you go through and pop your seeds and have all the little babies, and you kind of watch how they grow and watch how they react to like being fed and light stimulation and all that kind of stuff. And generally, if you're looking for the best one, you kind of start eliminating all the ones that like get sick really easily or just don't do very well. And so you kind of narrow it down to, I don't know, call it like 5 different phenotypes that seem to grow the best and work the best. And then from there, you can kind of pick the qualities. Like if you numbered them 1 through 5, you can be like, okay, I like how fast and how hardy number 1 grows, but I like how number 4 has like a calming effect or whatever type of effect you like, and cross those two. And eventually, one of those seeds is going to grow really hardy and be a tank of a plant while also giving you the effects you're looking for. And it's just kind of like a choose your own adventure almost. Like if I cross this with this, I get this, and if I cross that with that, then I get. And it's like you can go a
Maybe this
million
sounds
different ways.
ridiculous, Seafowls, but I feel strongly it gave me the same sensation naming the plants and stuff that were bag seeds people had given me were the same effect of making music. It actually was like powerful to me. Like I was like emotional about the shit. Like, wow, look at my baby. You know, the same shit. It's as a producer, that is, you know, so
No, it is
yeah,
always
like
hard. Even when you know a plant is not doing well, it's like when you have to put a pet down or something. You're like, fuck, man. Like I know you're gonna be better off if I
100%.
just stop you, but god damn it, I don't want to do it.
And the time you spend with that shit and the money you invest, it's exactly like that. I used to say like I have 6 kids, you know, because that was back in the day. They were all girls, and I've named them. Like I had a Cindy, Amanda, whatever. Cindy was incredible. It was a God experience. It was my mom's name, so I like when I only got one bud off the thing. What is that called? Where it just fucking it stressed itself, but it made one bud.
Oh
That's
yeah,
happened a
just
few
like
times.
right on the top, like just your
Yes,
cola
just
bud.
one bud. Full exact,
Um,
all harvest, everything.
I
It was a
forget what the
Barbie
name of
bud.
that is, but I've seen that a bunch of times where
Dude,
everything on the bottom just dies off and it's trying so
yes.
hard to just keep one bud alive.
This thing, I'm not making it up, guys. I've got pictures. We'll share it on the Seed Show. I am not kidding. I still keep the bottles, sort of, or the labels if I've grown it, and I'll put little details, or I'll put the sticker in the book. But same shit. Like it was the size of Barbie's crop. If Barbie's head was next to it, it was one nug. And I was like, this is crazy. Lucky Charms did that. Cherry Pie did that. Um, I'm pretty sure I even did a cookie that did that. One of my own seeds did that. I was like, this is weird. But like, wouldn't you agree that every time you breed out as you would a dog, it makes it a little bit less, no offense or politically incorrect, but down mentally?
Oh
They're
yeah.
like
No,
genetics are more,
I was gonna make that
mhm.
comparison earlier.
Please
It's
do.
like all of the OG strains, like the I don't know what you would call it, the original genetics, I
Purple
guess,
Urkel. Huh.
has been, it's like you have a wolf and then
Yes.
you inbreed a wolf down into a chihuahua, and now it's like it's still weed, yeah, but it's a
But you know
completely
what?
different thing.
Wouldn't you agree Afghani's one of them? That's like the pit bull of all bud. It's somehow
Yeah.
got a spice. Man, it gets dankier and dankier.
Afghani's
It's
one of them.
right. Blue Dream, though, I'm not a fan anymore. It really fucks with me. I don't like it. I won't even get, I just got this flow and I like it, but it's dirty tasting. It tastes like a little bit of too much earthy. It's
Yeah,
not hay,
I
but it's
agree. Yeah,
not leather. Yeah,
I've
flows, and
never
it's
been too
flow is
much of
just
a
like
fan
sweet
of Blue
tooth.
Dream.
If you get sweet tooth right when it's harvest, you still get that flavor of the sweet. As soon as it's dried out, it's nasty. It's like the Durban poison. If you let it, you got to get it when it's in between. How do you, okay, I'm sorry, I got to ask. I know this is off subject, but sort of not. How do you do your harvest clipping? How do you actually dry it out and cure it? What's your way?
I've done it quite a few ways. I think the best way I've done it is taking maybe about a foot, like 12 to 15 inches in chunks, and just kind of clipping all the branches off and hanging them with like 8 or 9 buds on them or whatever.
Yeah. Do you leave your
Um,
sucker leaves on or no?
um, it kind of depends on how much time I have. If I have time to
Really?
take them off, I will. But
So you let, okay, because that's a Colorado thing, and I've done it both ways, and I've been so regretful when I've done it the wrong way, and it's nasty. And it's
yeah,
like
you gotta.
all this
There's
motherfucking time.
there's definitely a limit to it. Like, well, it's growing at what, maybe like week like 3-ish, 3 to 4-ish in bud. You can kind of thin out the leaves a
Yep.
little bit and like make
Make
sure the
it
light can get all the way in and everything, but you don't
smart.
want to start taking everything off until literally like the week you're going to harvest it. You can kind of go through and get rid of all the leaf, and you still want to leave like some on
Right.
there, but take like all the big, I mean, you can tell when they're ready to come
When they're
off. Those
crunchy is when
huge.
I start to do it. When they're like 20% on the leaf crunchy, as I start to
Yeah.
put my hands on it. Like I treat my plants like an animal. I literally act like I'm a bear, and I move my hands around shit and physically make it work harder. I bend it, I scratch at it, I do that because for me, people have said my cannabis growing is like a fairy, and I'm like, maybe, because it's like I get heavy buds and they work against each other, and then I'll grow really close to each other so they'll fight. But the problem with that is they do crossbreed, but then you get like a smorgasbord of like 5 strands in one. you know
Right. Yeah. And I know
but yeah, but the
there's a technique that some people swear by it, some people absolutely hate it. I'm kind of in the middle ground. It seems to work better with some strains than others, but you can literally, when they're a little bit smaller, you can kind of grab the bottom of the stalk and literally you'll feel it pop like you're
yep,
popping your neck.
that's what I do. Yep.
And yeah, okay, so
I do it, and then I twist it. I make it work. Like it's literally like a bear. It works, I'm telling you. And you scratch those branches, oh my god, your resin production fucking 5 times more. I don't use any newts except at the beginning. Like I just like it to fight for it. It does really well. But climate wise, where I'm at, wind is a problem. Like we were talking about the Durban, it's really bad. I got so many bugs stuck to my shit. I was like, do I want to smoke a leg? This is a grasshopper. Like, fuck the spiders. I see the bug. It's fucking terrible. So, uh-oh. I lost him. Hold on. We're coming back, I'm sure. One guess. Yay. I'm sorry, dude. My fucking internet. I apologize.
oh, you're good.
Okay. Did you hear the bug theory? Nobody wants to smoke a grasshopper leg.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god. Holy
um,
shit. It's mind fucking. But yeah, I don't know essential oils. I'm a huge fan of rosemary, and I smother my motherfucking plants with cinnamon actual powder at the base, and I've used garlic, and I've grown tomatoes at the bottom. That's really good.
yeah, they love it.
If you insert marigolds, I don't like the terpene it does to it. But if you insert a tomato plant that's a hard growing root into your plant structure, they actually work together. And then you can actually branch your tomatoes in your cannabis plant. I have pictures of it. I'm going to show it. It's real. It worked really good. Onions are good, but you can get like, depends on what you're growing. You got to go with like a diesel or something to put some onion in there.
Yeah,
You
for
want to
real.
taste it.
Well, I think
Yeah.
I actually got to hop off here. I have some stuff to get done before
No
my show
worries.
tonight, but
Awesome.
wanted to hop in and show some love and say hi for a little bit.
Thank you so much for jumping on. And definitely, guys, check out the 22nd. And you need to go check out his merch. It's already linked in my bio. So go check out Witchy Sisters Crafts because he's got some good shit. Hell yeah. But yeah,
There's
enjoy your
a
day.
promo code, Hail Dave, for 10% off. So yeah, go check that out. We appreciate the support, and
put it in the comments at the end of the live so they can get it.
Okay, yeah. And
Okie dokie.
yeah, cool. Much love, everyone. It was good talking to you for a little bit. I'm sure I'll probably see you in my show tonight.
Ditto. I'll have the link to his channel in the bio. And you have a great day, Seafowls.
Awesome.
Thank you for coming on.
You have a good one. Good seeing you.
No problem. Let's see. So, everybody, I appreciate you all coming. We are going to get a hold of Hatter House because I love her faces. She makes amazing things on the interwebs, and she's a brilliant person. Seafowls, Brennan, everybody who's been in the chat, thank you all for being here today, wherever you're listening. If you're on the replay, on the podcast, let me know. Check out all the links because that's the best place to start. We're going to be getting back on schedule. But keep your eye on Miss Chrono Chronicles community posts because that's where I can usually keep the conversation going and where I'm going to be posting. I have some merch being made by Witchy Sisters as well. I talked a little bit more in detail at the beginning of the podcast, so check out that. And yeah, I'm going to be doing some more reviews for Kind Castle because I had a promo that I'm going to do for them for Ripple, a distillate product that's amazing. And as I mentioned, the calendar is always on Instagram for the month and what we're planning to do. And I encourage you guys to check it out. So until next time, thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all in the chat. Thank you, Lady Autumn Sky. Please have a great day. Everybody have a wonderful day. Until next time, bye.